Welcome back to Sports Page. I'm Richard Saxton, and we're going to be talking water skiing with a couple of gentlemen who will be holding a water ski clinic throughout the province of British Columbia this summer. And water skiing is a great summer sport. A lot of BC people participate in it. We'll be talking to Darrell Ray, the BC Director of Water Ski Development, and also Clayton Hoy, who's a clinic instructor for the Touring Water Ski Clinic. And first of all, Clayton, I'd like to ask you about how you got into water skiing. What's your background?
Well, I began about 10 years ago. I was just a recreational skier. I guess that's the way most people begin. And I just improved and liked the sport. Met a lot of nice people.
Darrell Ray, you're a few years older, Clayton being 18. You're, what, 24? How long have you been water skiing, and have you been a competitive water skier?
Well, actually, I've been recreation skiing for many years now, for about 10 to 15 years, and only competitive skiing now a couple years. And just really getting into it over the past 3 or 4 years, whereas before it was just strictly on the recreational level.
Okay, how did you get into the water skiing clinic? Has it been something that has been an ongoing thing, or is this a new development in BC?
Well, the clinic that Clayton and I are running for this summer is strictly a water ski clinic. We'll be traveling through the province teaching water skiing, all levels of it, recreation right up to competitive skiing that we'll be talking a little bit about later on. But the clinic itself has had a variable history. A couple years ago they had a similar clinic, and then over the past 2 or 3 years our clinic, the one that we're on, has been combined with the Labatt Safe Boating and Ski Clinic, which has been touring for several years. And now Labatt's has in turn sponsored our clinic, and we're the only clinic on the road. So it's kind of a process of evolution that's brought us to this stage.
Okay, Clayton and you are obviously paid by your sponsors to go to various towns throughout British Columbia. When does it start, and what is your tour, and which towns do you hope to hit?
Well, we're starting our tour actually tomorrow. We're late tomorrow. We'll be leaving, heading over to the island. We'll be on the island for about 8 days, doing different things, clinics. We have a clinic coming up on July 3rd in Nanaimo, and a clinic in July 4th out of Victoria there. And then we'll be back through Vancouver and up through the interior of British Columbia, and then returning for the Vancouver Sea Festival.
Okay, Darrell, we've got some slides that I know you're anxious to look at and show our viewers. Why don't we take a look at a few of the slides?
Sure.
And you can tell us who some of the water skiers are.
Well, first of all, we got here is just a little bit of slalom skiing. We'll just go through a whole bunch of slides. I think we have 5 or 6 slides here. This is just showing an individual going through the slalom course.
How many years of water skiing would it take to get to this stage?
How many years? 4 or 5 good solid years of water skiing. These fellows that we're seeing skiing are, this is actually in the World Tournament, which was in England 2 years ago. At the end of last summer we had a World Tournament in Milan, Italy, and this specific one is 2 years previous to that over in England. And you can see this person, the object here is to round those little buoys in the water, zigzagging back and forth with a boat going straight down the center in a straight line. And you can just see him, he's rounding a buoy there. And the object is to round as many different buoys as you can.
Is this skier wearing a helmet?
Right, this is a different part, and I think Clayton will be showing us some of the skis later on. This is a jumping segment. This person here actually that's going to be doing the jumping, I think, is Greg Athens of Kelowna, BC.
And we've had Greg on the show. He's not only a water skier, but a very good snow skier as well.
Yeah, well, he came 4th overall in the world last year, and he's probably one of the better jumpers in the world. And he's just showing us the grace, the beauty of a jumper up in the air. This jump will be up in the 160-foot category.
You're not going to tell me the clinic will include some of this kind of water skiing?
Oh, we've got some jumpers with us. Clayton's a good jumper, and we all do a little jumping in competition. Not quite to the same stage as that. And the other one here, and this fellow skiing in some short, fat, funny-looking little skis, and these are trick skis. This is Kim Reed out of Manitoba, member of a great skiing family in Canada.
And doing quite a few tricks. Those skis are different than the normal water skis that you would see.
Yeah, they're like saucers. They spin all over the place.
And we'll have a chance after this commercial break to look at some of the water skis and take a look at them, find out how much they cost. It looks as though there's some valuable water skis there. So we'll be back with more on water skiing with Darrell Ray and Clayton Hoy right after this short break.